Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Queenswitch 2. So, we are finally on the other side of the Fangs of Judgment. And the game, of course, made a really big deal out of our, tiny little surgical strike that we performed in order to allow us to enter. But, yeah, I'm sure that any Lethans we encounter from now on will basically act as if we had completely blown up half their province. And, that's fine. I mean, it's really not fine, but we'll see how bad it's going to be. This valley is blocked from the icy wind by tall peaks to either side. It has created a little pocket of warmth in which a few small patches of crops can survive. The few Ro who live up here mainly live on forage and wild game. The ancient Rogash city of Atsalam is tucked into a small and easily protected side valley to the west. You can see its old crumbling buildings and the remnants of its walls. When guard towers see you approach, many horns are blown. A few dozen High Lethans come out of the city to see the approach of the Havenite who shattered their walls. It was one wall, and it wasn't shattered so much as... Forget about it. It's fine. They watch you for a few minutes, then they shrug and return to the warmth of their homes, which is good because I was actually going to ignore them for now, because looking at our resources, we might be in decent enough shape to maybe deal with an overworld encounter or two if we come across any. And, efficiency is obviously always my highest priority. You find an informal merchant camp at the south end of this valley. Traders, hunters, and miners can come here to trade without fear of extra questions or taxation from the officials in the towns. When you enter their camp, they don't flee. They don't look happy to see you either. Ask some questions. As expected, you're able to get only the barest of grunts and grumbles. You're sure the travelers here have heard plenty in their travels. You would not be caught dead sharing any... They would not be caught dead sharing any of it with you. Prince or not. Fine, try to trade with them. Surprisingly, when you approach in kind of a friendly way, they are receptive. Is that surprising, though? Is this supposed to be sarcasm game? They have actually heard enough good things about you to be willing to give you the time of day. Not talking to us at all, but they will take my money. They take you to a humble wagon and pull away a tarp, revealing a variety of interesting supplies. And now I could just turn around and go away. Well, no, let's at least take a look. Truth Scourge. Okay. Yeah, well, very interesting, I'm sure. Relevant lore, deep metal, a barbed lethal glaive. Meh. Lightning orb. Another potion. I will sell you stuff, though. Like this Iron Scourge, and this Fleetfoot Ring, and this interesting but ultimately not good enough robe of reciprocity. Whatever. Right. Barbed lethal spear, there you have another one. Electrum disc, plus 2 to energy. Yeah. Thanks, but no thanks. And your inventory is just completely full. Which I guess is okay. Not amazing. Right, we did pick up an extra scroll of life. Oh yeah, you also have 2. Wow. I'll definitely just stash most of those away. Because obviously we should never need that many, and also having too many of those around will make me just, less careful, I guess. Because I know that death has less of a consequence. And I don't really like that. The Lethans nod and wave as you depart. They don't like you. They don't trust you. They're angry that you blew up their wall, but they do like you enough to take your money. Exactly. Okay, those are just some Fenris beasts or something wandering around. It's just the normal wildlife around here. But, yeah, we don't need to deal with that at all. Those look like undead, if I ever saw any. The White Crypts. Okay, so we have some sort of location here. Oh, Lethal Roamer, hello. I didn't realize that we were about to enter, actually. Yeah, okay, so that's... Yeah, it's the usual rectangle, I guess, on the map. You know what? Sure, let's deal with these. Zombimbifer skeleton. Zombies. which are appropriately slow. Skeletons which are less slow, but that's fine. You just wait here. Actually, I could have... I don't know why I didn't just shoot, but, you know. Right, especially because sapphire skeletons are actually kind of dangerous. Yeah, whatever. Clumsy as always. Clearly I did not mean to click there. Oh, okay. At least I was able to kill off that one. I mean, a fireball would be so nice, but of course the one person who I'd like to give a chance to recover some of her mana is her. Yeah. I mean, I suppose if we're only taking some damage in the process and no one ends up dying, it's fine. Because, you know, I can afford spending some mana on healing. That was a nice hit. Okay. Worth it. Very much so. You can actually do the exact same thing. Okay. Bleeding a little bit. No big deal. Take out that zombie. One hit point, really? Okay. Take out the zombie. Okay, yeah, he continues bleeding. Well, I guess he's done bleeding now? No? Still bleeding for one more turn. Okay. One single target heal. I did get the battle medic. And a group heal. Everyone's looking fine. And we're recovering 2 energy, it looks like. Okay. Not bad, I'll take it. Can we even sneak past here, actually? Maybe not. Nope. The game automatically happily marches me right into an area, as it has in the past, I guess. What have we here? There are far fewer clans up here in the High Letha. It's too barren and too cold. You find a few longhouses huddled together at this crossroads. A few poor families of hunters live up here. When you come into view, there is no friendly response. Everyone, the hunters, the guards, all of them run into their homes. They slam shut the doors and bar them. They refuse to deal with you. I guess my reputation is not quite good enough for these remote, grumpy people. There is a band of warriors standing here, not hunting. They just stand still in a group. When you get close, you see that they are tall, thin warriors, all High Lethans, all very old, just waiting here as the snow coats them. Then, when they see who you are, they move. They walk forward and block your path. Walk around them, turn back, or demand to be let by, I guess. No option to try and be friendly? I suppose it's pretty obvious that they're not interested in friendly conversation. Walk around them, I guess. You try to move around them. Then they start to run. For old warriors moving over ice, they're extremely fast and nimble. However you try to move, they block your path. Let me by. One of the old warriors steps forward. You note his bald head, wrinkles, and white patchy beard. He says, You must turn back, Haven. Go south. Go home. These are the private lands of the Row. Sacred lands. Why? What happens if I keep going? Only disaster. We have tried to stop you. We do it for the good of us all. Now you must leave. I'm here on the orders of my queen. Does not matter. Deal with her. We say you must go. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, actually, I suppose I could really just walk around those guys. Fine, I'll leave. You stare at them, they stare at you. They don't believe you, but they aren't sure if you want to fight. Well, I don't want to fight if I can't avoid it. Finally, he says, We hold you to your word. We will not kill you. Yeah, that's true. Either way, you definitely will not kill me. We only say you must go. They turn and fade into the snow. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, well, sorry about lying to you, but I mean, the alternative would have been just killing you. Is this another friendly ball game here? An old stone circle, very old. Ring of stones are carved with crude pictograms, mostly worn away with time. Warriors with sticks. The sun, ominous wolf-looking things. Wolves, perhaps? When you enter the circle, an icy wind blows past you, kicking up a few little tornadoes of ice. These resolve into figures, shades. Most ghosts of Ro long dead. They are weak, insubstantial things. They barely seem a threat, yet the presence of the dead is always unnerving, and it rarely means good. They stare at you. Talk to them? You speak to them. They don't respond. You try all sorts of questions and threats. Why would I try threats? In every tongue you know. They only stare at you. Eventually, you get bored and depart. The shades are still there. Okay. Maybe the object of some sort of quest later on. And we just don't know the right thing to say to them yet. Okay, up here, of course, we have the ice gate. Oh, wait, did we just discover the ice gate? No. Oh, wait. High-Letha petition. When was this put on the map? Last time I checked, I'm pretty sure it wasn't there. And we only knew about the upper ice gate. Enter the northern half to find Rasa Suharum. Okay, I suppose the game spoils the fact that Suharum apparently is here and not in Atsalam as I was thinking he might be. Okay. You have reached the highest point in the High-Letha. This is the end of the settled lands of the Rokaj. Above you, you can see only the Aram Peaks. It is a barren glacier. Only the hardiest explorers could survive ascending it. Yet the road do come up here. The pilgrimage road ends at a stone fortress. On the other side is a valley leading up to the peak. There are a lot of tracks in the snow. A lot of Ro warriors have arrived here ahead of you. It is very strange. In this time of chaos, many of the Ro have taken a hard journey up into these barren heights. Perhaps you can learn more in the fort ahead. Probably. There are several groups of Ro warriors camped on the icy sheets outside this mountain fortress. When you get close, they hastily pack up their equipment and weapons and head into the fortress. Oh. Should I avoid doing that, sending more people in there in case we'll end up having to fight them? Those don't react. Well, the ice gate has been put on the map, for what it's worth. Can we go here? No. Oh. We just had to approach them from the correct angle, I guess. Yeah, well, I'm not going to enter for now, obviously. Still just, you know, learning the lay of the land. There's a single shade wandering around. That might be that guy's sister, or whoever it was. There's a lone ghost floating over the snow. In most places, a cause for terror. In the High-Letha, a normal symptom of political unrest. When the spirit gets closer, you can see that is a young woman. Her spectral dress trails along the snow, leaving no tracks. When she gets close to you, she changes course to intercept you. You draw your weapon, but she doesn't seem to notice. She hovers about 30 feet from you and favors you with a tranquil smile. Approach the shade. She doesn't move to attack. She waits for you to get close. You can now see that her hair is very red. When she speaks, her voice is calm and musical, though you have to struggle to hear it. You have an outsider's blood, but I sense you have a strong tie to this land. I welcome you. I hope you come to these mountains in peace. Well, as much peace as the game allows me to show, I guess. Who were you? Yeah, let's just take a guess, I suppose. Your name isn't Sharyn, is it? She's shocked. Her airy form bounces back as if struck with the wind. It was. That was my name in life. Who told you of it? Your brother. She laughs. You have met Reggie? I am so pleased. I hope he is well. I'm sure he is. His purpose will sustain him in this hard time. Since you know of me, I know that he trusts you. I have a message. I have been waiting for one I trust enough to give it to. I sense that this is you. What is your message? The war is coming. I feel it in the air, and it hurts me. Warriors come from all over, and they are angry. Nobody tries to calm them. Nobody will listen to poor Sarain. Why is war coming? I mean, for a number of reasons, I guess. Although I still hope that it's avoidable. Because of Haven. They think they own the Rokaj, but they ignore it. All empires must lose the Ro in time. Some think this is the right time. This is the right time. They are wrong. Why does it matter to you? I love the Rokaj. I would not watch it suffer until a better life can be won. What do you want from me? You have influence, power. I can sense it. The Rokash is heading toward war, and it is a war they must lose. You must prevent it. Okay, yeah, we're on the same page here. Any messages for your brother, specifically? Only that I'm proud, and I want him to live a life. Okay. How can I prevent war? The warriors of the Row are gathering. I don't know where or when. Well, I know where and when. Right over here to the west, and right now. I just know that someone must go there and convince them to choose peace. Right. And if war can't be prevented, then try to make it kill as few as possible. Yeah, okay. Do you want the Rokash to be Haven's vassal? Of course not. The Rokash is always free in our hearts, but I want to see us free in the living world, too. If I see that, I think I can go to my rest. I know what I want to do. It's the only thing I can say here. Yes. What does your strong spirit desire? I mean, ultimately, I'm not going to end Haven's vassalage, or the Rokash's vassalage, whatever. I want to give them more freedom. I want to, to make the vassalage as tolerable as possible, I guess. And I've already started by, deciding to replace the absolutely intolerable governors and replacing them with more reasonable people who, don't want to purely maximize profit for Haven, but who are actually going to, try to find some sort of balance where they, where Haven is going to get a benefit out of it, but the Row is also going to benefit, as things should be. So in that sense, I will do what I can to spare this land. I will try my best to prevent war, but I will not end the vassalage. Is that even the right word? I don't know. She nods. The blood in your veins, the blood of your father, speaks. I thank you. I wish you good fortune on the highest peaks. You try to respond, but her eyes are closed. Slowly, she fades away. You are alone on the glacier once again. I suppose that was that quest. I didn't expect it to be that political. The ghost of Sister Sharyn might be wandering the icy wastes of Halitha. He hopes that someone can calm her spirit. Okay, I suppose it was only about calming her spirit, and that's what we did. He didn't really want to convey any message to her or hear anything special from her. And I suppose we can now tell him that she is more at peace than she was. There's some shades and a drake wandering around, and there are more shades like the ones we just saw. At least it's a similar looking stone circle. Are you coming after me? No. You find an old stone circle, very old. I could attack them right away, but no. Talk to them. Nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe for the time being I'm going to assume that there is some sort of quest involved with them. Or they were involved in some sort of quest. Either way. There are more people standing on this road. Let me by. It's the exact same encounter. You're a vessel of Haven. You have no lands that are private from me. Oh, this time I didn't realize that this time. It was actually a different warrior. A female warrior. Okay. She raises her weapon. We say it is not so. What will happen in the ice gate? Nothing good. You have come too far. You can't be allowed to pass without our demonstration. And again, I could have just completely ignored them. I don't want to fight random people that think they are doing the right thing if, they're posing absolutely no threat to me. That just seems wrong. And yes, I'm just gonna leave. Oh, you stare at them. They stare at you. Their expressions don't change. No, Now that you have come this far, the end is inevitable. Yes, yours, that is. We will not weaken. We must send the message we need to. We must be an example for the whole Rokash. Then they attack you. Do you, though? Do you really need to do this? What kind of message is this? And I suppose they actually think they can defeat us? They can kill me, specifically? And that is the message they're talking about? Is this guy this well armored? I mean, I say that I'm obviously gonna win this one, but I mean, I suppose they are tough. Huh. 16 armor and still I dealt, what, 15 damage? 25? No. Yes, 15. That is pathetic. Don't I normally deal a lot more damage than that, even with a bow? The thing is, I don't want to fight these people. And, I mean, there's really no reason to even confront them in the first place. I can just literally walk around them. Only when I trigger the encounter does the game insist that I cannot just leave or move around. This is so... I don't know, this just doesn't make sense. There, they don't even move to intercept me or anything. Would make much more sense if they did. Anyway, reports. Very nice. There is the one bridge, I guess, connecting the two. Oh, well, I suppose technically there are two. Okay. Not just technically. Right, and I even saw this one at some point. Okay, have we got anything interesting here? Yes. Something. Ah, the Laracon Ruins. Right, of course. And some monsters and probably some sort of treasure down this path. Okay, those are not actually after me. You find some unusual amounts of snow. They're higher than usual and suspiciously cubey. Brushing the snow aside, you find a few old crates. They contain frozen rations and a few tools. Nothing valuable. There's also a flask, which you keep. Really? Could I just... Oh, a clarity brew. Never mind. That kind of flask. I'll take that. We also... Yeah, we got these weirdly non-aggressive monsters patrolling around. You enter an icy, desolate valley in a remote corner of the Lodaga. There are no signs of human settlement. You have found a plot of land so useless that not even the roe want it. The wind howls down the valley. The longer you are battered by the storm, the more disoriented you become. You start hearing things, whispers, voices, mixed in with the wind, tiny messages in lost languages. Not a huge mystery why nobody wants to spend time here. The Laracon Ruins. Do we have a... Oh yeah, we do have a quest for this. Right. See if you can open the passage through the Laracon Ruins. You may have to find a way to enter them from the west. Ah, right. We had entered them from here, of course, which... Oh, is this also... Yeah, we did some sort of quest here, didn't we? I think. Maybe. We definitely did do something here on the, you know, larger eastern portion of the map. But here, of course, we're going to find some sort of way into the underground, and then we're going to emerge here and open up the passage. Yes, okay. In fact, the way underground is the only thing that is here. I mean, chances are that there is not a whole lot more to do here, and we might be able to do it. I suppose I'm here. Why not? Why not at least give it a try? You know? We'll see. You enter an old Rokash crypt. Stone vaults have been constructed to either side, a sturdy warehouse for countless jars of ashes. The dead here have been long forgotten. You are the first explorer to come down and visit them in a very long time. As you walk through the gate, you hear angry hissing and muttering. Little whirlwinds pick up the dust from the floor around you. Okay, any sort of wind down here is weird, to say the least. Yes, not even the Misttalkers come here anymore. Yes, okay. These dead are very bitter about the neglect. As you walk under the gate, it rattles slightly. Of course. The gate slams shut behind you. It's hard to be surprised. You draw your weapon and wait for the assault. Moments later, angry spirits in the chambers to the east and west begin to rise up through the floor. They are old shades, fragile and indistinct, only held together by their rage at being forgotten. They are wispy things, but there are a lot of them. In sufficient numbers, a determined foe can overwhelm even a Prince of Haven. Tell me about it. Okay, Forgotten Shades. Well, they don't look that weak to me. They have the usual high physical evasion, which is, of course, always annoying. That being said, at least one of us here is not using physical attacks. Oh, and they're also... I had been wondering, because the game mentioned specifically that they were so frail, whether they might actually be considered illusions. That, of course, makes things relatively harmless. Ah, okay, but we got a ton of them spawning to make up for it, of course. You know what? Take out a whole group of them, maybe? Oh, that's so satisfying. I like it. Step forth. And do that. Okay. Wait for more of them to spawn. I guess you can move into position. There. Wait perfectly in the middle of them. You can actually heal him a little bit. Okay. Not always guaranteed one-shots, but, you know, close enough. I'm really surprised I hit all of those with their 30% physical evasion. Yeah. Huh. Meanwhile, Chip, with his magical weapon, keeps missing. It's just randomness, of course. Gassy. I guess it doesn't affect the shades. And this time it didn't even kill them all. How disappointing. Right, and then they can also do that. Just to be annoying. Okay. Wait, what caused them to take damage there? What happened? I'm not quite sure why those enemies took damage there. I don't know. That's fine though. Okay, finally we missed one of them. And Chip's damage continues to be weirdly lackluster. You stay there, I guess. Well, we got even more. Because of course. Yeah, strange. I don't know why he suddenly stopped just one-shotting them, and why he has such trouble, so much more trouble hitting them. And we got more. I probably should try to move her out of there, but or is Whirlwind not a rank 2 for him? Surely it must be. Okay. Well, we're certainly taking some damage here. Just because of the huge number of enemies we're dealing with. Okay, wow. No, now I want to know. It is at rank 2, of course. I would have prioritized that. Oh, he's weakened though. I'm dumb. As it turns out, surprising no one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he's in range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's not. Right, I'm gonna test it. Yeah. Okay. So Atantuo was not in range. So that was really pretty wasteful. But of course he's also not weakened, so, you know. And because he's not weakened, only vulnerable, it doesn't matter so much that... Well, because he's not weakened, it doesn't matter that he's vulnerable, because he's gonna generally kill these enemies, his enemies, before they get a chance to attack him. Okay. Are we nearly done here? Okay, you actually start walking out of here. Ah, close. But not close enough. Come on. So bad. Why does he keep missing? I don't understand. That makes no sense. Okay, and now he's in actual danger. Uh-huh. And surely I'm not supposed to do anything else here, right? It's just a matter of enduring. Ah, no. That is bad. That is really bad. Oh, okay, so they do damage each other with their area attacks? I don't know. Okay, yeah, he's also weakened. Let's remove those effects and help him out a little bit, I guess. Interesting that they only refilled the ranks and did not, you know, less than 6 new enemies spawned that time. I mean, maybe we are supposed to do something else here. This doesn't seem to be going anywhere. We've killed dozens and dozens of them. Maybe we're supposed to move on. Or are they getting stronger or something? Doesn't seem like it. It's just the normal variation in damage, I suppose. That causes us to sometimes not kill them all. Really? That was too far to reach? Okay. If you say so. Drink a potion, kill off that thing, and we got more. So, yeah, I don't know. At this point, I'm really starting to doubt that we're making any real progress here. And, oh yeah, he's weakened again. Start exploring and the prince is dead, of course. Okay, well. Intriguing. We've seen a similar kind of situation in some other crypt where we had, you know, chests that looked interactable on the other side of pits like this, and ultimately I just left, having found no way to reach those. Yeah, okay, we got more of that here, but we also do have some sort of chamber at the end of this gauntlet. Oh. Lost Mist-Talker, okay. So it was just a matter of enduring the assault of the shades, I guess. But moving forward. Yeah, well. The thing is, you never know, right? 2, 3, Save. We could still return, but this... yeah. Okay. Ah. Actually haste everybody. The gate has not yet closed. It's cheesy, I know, but... oh, right, well. It's fine, actually. So this gate is not going to open until the other one closes. And apparently the event is never going to trigger so long as we're in combat. Oh, wait, what? It's not actually going to trigger at all now. That's kind of silly. Where do we have to go for that to happen? Do we have to step on this? Ah. Okay. Now, of course, we wasted a lot of our blessing time. Yeah, in fact, too much. I will still do this. I wonder if it's really stepping on this pressure plate kind of thing here. That would be funny, in a way. Well, he's standing on it now. I guess not. So you can just bypass that trigger at, you know, entirely. Huh. Okay, fine. Save the game, step on it, start running away. Okay, okay, okay. Buff everybody. And I hope Pat is going to get her turn. Perfect. Worth it, I guess, for buying us some time. How far away can you be and still shoot them? You can't shoot them from there. That seems probably about as far as you can be. From here, maybe? Yes. That still works. I mean, this guy himself is probably not an illusion. The drakes probably are. Yeah, no line of sight there. But I guess we can do this. Wait, is it an illusion? Hold on. I didn't see it. Surely they must be, though. Otherwise they're way too janky. Not quite dead, unfortunately. Illusion, okay. Wow, they take less damage than I would expect for illusions. And they also have a ton of health. Right, they do also damage each other, though, which is certainly convenient. Okay, that was better. Crit for 437, yeah, that's more like it. Obviously we want to deal with this guy, and of course our first attack misses, and we're getting knocked around all over the place. Can we... I guess that's good enough. That should take out one of the drakes if it doesn't miss. Okay. Damage the other one pretty heavily. Finally get some damage on the Mistalker. Can you rush from here? No. Ah, and that thing. Do they have a lot of magical resistance? Not really. Huh. Okay, well, but he's weakened again. Right, fair enough. Evaded again. 75% physical evasion. Gotcha. That explains that, I suppose. Still not possible from there? And evaded again. My god. Okay, walk in here. At least magic works pretty well against this thing. It does have a lot of magical armor, of course, but at least magic tends to hit sometimes. That helps. Okay, there. Okay, we took out that Drake. That's good. Needless to say. Oh, thanks for teleporting us into the chamber. Evaded. We'll have to hit eventually. Okay, you can move again. Rush again. Okay. Stun resisted, but... that was 21 damage. I mean, I think his bull rush might not be fully upgraded. Yet. After the recent, you know, spec changes. But, he seems to be dealing so much less damage than he should be. Oh, again, forgetting about the weakness, but I never had the... in the past, I've always basically ignored this and, you know, never bothered to really remove that condition because it never seemed to make a big enough difference. But now it's... yeah, it definitely feels more meaningful. Please hit. Nope. That's what, 3 or 4 misses in a row? I guess 4 counting the... Oh, you're standing out there. That's not good, actually. Can you teleport yourself? Wait, how's this work? Affect one character, teleport a character to a nearby spot. Yeah, okay, so that you cannot actually teleport yourself. What was I saying? I don't know. I started saying something, and then I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, the blindness is not great. Needless to say, I guess. Okay, please deal good damage here. Okay, at least you hit. 72, though. What is up with that? No longer weakened? I mean, he has 20 armor, but... we have dealt so much more damage to enemies with that kind of armor in the past. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Actually, you know what? There. Do that. Nice. Come on. 49. Huh. I suppose, I don't know. I thought his damage was generally at least as good as it was, you know, with his physical weapon. But I suppose I just hadn't been fighting anything with any considerable magical resistance. Anyway, the ghost at the altar has been destroyed. It flies apart and vanishes into nothingness. Moments later, the army of angry dead begins to fade. They vanish into mist. The gates open, freeing you. A final gesture from your vanquished foe. The mist talkers of the High Lether will be grateful to you for cleaning up this mess. Okay. Only the summoned brute remains because... of course it would. Okay. Yeah, we made our way through. Orc puzzle? Haven't seen one of those in a while. Critical chance and physical damage. That is kind of nice. Is it better than extra chance for bleeding? I mean, I do like my bloodletting. It's always fun when it happens. That said, we already have 2... yeah, we would still have 2 bloodletting runes. And this is just straight up more damage and crits. You know what? Maybe it's time for a ring upgrade. Okay, this is obviously the way out. Some real relevant lore. Erudico Vestment, which does have a slot. But of course, we must have seen this before, and yeah. Clearly not good enough for us to use. And once again, these offerings, I guess, are actually just there to tease us. Not available, not reachable, as far as I can tell. Anyway, let's take a look at this, see if my brain is still capable of dealing with this kind of thing. I mean, obviously, the solution seems to be to just connect these, but then, actually, how? How do you do this? Obviously, the purple has to escape somehow. Wait, how is that even possible? Okay, I see. It's only possible if the red goes all the way around the purple. That has to be the way. We have to leave a way. We have to leave a path for purple. It basically has to go like this, right? There's no other way. Oh yeah, and actually it's easy. It really is easy. These do in fact connect like that. Oops, that's not what I meant to do, of course. Yeah, and then you just all the way around. Huh, okay. Sometimes it is straightforward. The enormous jug is sealed with wax. You open it and find that it is full of quicksilver. It was left here as an offering. If you send a team to collect it, you will be able to make good use of it. Okay, a unit of quicksilver. That is very welcome. Awesome, and that should conclude that quest. Okay. Lurken Ruins was for Captain Azucena at Esker Keep in the Lodaga. Right. I mean, I suppose technically we could just head over there right away. Oh, she took more damage from something than I even realized during the fight, I guess, but it's fine. I mean, I guess we do need to rest at this point, so we might as well do that now and combine that with turning in the quest. Right. In order to do that, we'd have to... Yes. Okay, now the quest is officially complete, I guess. Keep forgetting that I need to do that for these connecting areas. The gates to the north and south are now open. You have created a new secret route between the Lodaga and the High Letha. Such a thing can be very useful for soldiers and smugglers. You can only hope it isn't used for too much crime. Right. Faster traveling times 2. Random wolf? Why? I wasn't really expecting to have any more fighting to do, but I guess a single wolf isn't that bad. Huh, that's really strange. Why would that have been there? Huh. I mean, even if I somehow missed that wolf the first time I was here, which I'm not sure how that would have even been possible, but wouldn't it have been despawned after dealing with the first part of the quest? Well, evidently not. Anyway, Esker Keep. There you go. What does this place... I guess we'll check just like this. We have 1 unit of Quicksilver now. I suppose I probably shouldn't use it on a distillery. That's really the lowest possible priority. Yeah. Never mind then. Captain. The passage through the Lurken Ruins is open. Yes, quest complete. You carefully describe to the captain how a small force could now sneak into the High Letha. She takes notes and adds another map to her pile. Thank you, Prince. I'm grateful for your effort, and I will make sure that my superiors know what you did for us. By the way, we have started digging some stone out of the lower part of the ruins. I'll make sure that you are given control of it. Oh, okay. Now that you have the path through the Lurken Ruins, what will you do with it? Nothing, yet. If there is a full rebellion, I'm allowed to take independent action. Independent action? I've been given the freedom to act as I wish for the good of Haven, without bothering the governor or the chiefs. If the Rokash causes trouble, we'll cause trouble back. Okay. It's a good thing, I guess? Alright. So... wait. There, my god. Right, that produces 1 unit of Quicksilver now and 2 units of stone. Alright. Fair enough. We are fully rested. Alright, I wanted to stash away some Scrolls of Life. I mean, I suppose I can do that like so for now. Well, her inventory is actually really full, but you can still put that there. Yeah, everyone's extra inventory is completely full. You can sell those 2 things. Okay. Blacksmith, sell, investments, and yeah. The bloodletting was nice while it lasted, but I guess there are also plenty of the tougher enemies who are actually immune to bleeding, so obviously it wasn't benefiting, you know. It wasn't effective against everything I was fighting, whereas just straight up damage and crit will help against everything. Of course, we do fight, I want to say predominantly, humanoid enemies, or otherwise enemies that are susceptible to bleeding. So it was pretty good. But we still have other ways to make things bleed, of course, and we haven't given up on all the bloodletting either, so, you know. It's fine. Let's see here. 51 minutes on the clock. I suppose I could just resume my travels from here. Only 4 hours to get back there. I guess, you know what? Hold on a sec. Okay, so actually, what I should do while I'm here is head down to Fort Precipice, right? Oh, that actually takes longer. Yeah, but still, we have a quest to complete here, and, you know, I'd like to get that out of the way. Now, I don't remember specifically, but she should be here, probably in the Haven Hall. Chief Murph. Oh. Wait, what? We have a mirror here? Have there always been mirrors in the Haven Halls? What is this all about? Once again, the mirror hisses. Oh, maybe this is... Yeah, the wolf. Okay, of course. So I guess any mirror, even in our fortresses, would have been active. I just didn't happen to take a look at the mirror when I was in Fort Esker Keep just now. Okay, once again the mirror hisses. The lights in it aren't as disturbing though. It's more of a multicolored sheen. Then Wolf speaks to you again. Wolf's voice is still disguised enough that you can't tell anything about the speaker. Who is it? I mean, surely it must be someone we know, or else why all this, you know, this secrecy? Why make it so mysterious? If it's someone we've never met, then it wouldn't matter that we can't discern any details about the voice, right? So it has to be someone we know. But who could it be? It's probably going to be extremely obvious in hindsight if it really turns out to be, you know, that kind of twist. But I guess we'll see. I'm not even going to try to make any guesses. Unless something just happens to occur to me at some point, at which point I'm probably going to mention it, but yeah. For now, I'll just let the game surprise me. Or not. I suppose even if it turns out that it's someone completely unfamiliar, that is, in a way, also going to be a surprise. Anyway, we must speak again, Atantuo. You have made your force known. You have shown that you can shatter things. It wasn't me, it was a bunch of mages specialized in that kind of thing, but yeah, okay. Shatter things. Can you rebuild them? There is something you need to know. That's Prince Atantuo to you. I mean, I guess the obvious thing is still that the wolf is actually our dad, right? I suppose that's... I mean, who else could it be? I said I wasn't going to speculate any you know, beyond this extremely obvious thing that I definitely speculated about before. So, there. That's my guess, I suppose. It's still unchanged that the wolf is probably dead. Anyway, I could just walk away. Anyway, that's Prince Atantuo to you. Should we insist? Yeah, I think we should. There's no response. What is it? Wolf says, I knew Darmal. I knew your father. Knew? You mean you knew the Darmal that he once was? Because you are the Darmal that he is now. You knew Consort Darmal? Haven calls him Consort. You call him a servant to your mother instead of what he really was. A proud and noble warrior of the Rokaj. Before you decide the fate of your half-homeland, you should know how he felt, how he truly felt. And why would the wolf know how Darmal truly felt if he wasn't Darmal himself? I think you're lying to manipulate me. I don't know. I think you're definitely trying to manipulate me, but not necessarily lying. Prove you knew him. I can't, not without revealing my identity. Ooh. I will do that in time, but not yet. Listen to what I have to say, then judge if it has the ring of truth. How did you know him? He visited the Rokaj often before his death, alone. Your mother lost interest in us as soon as she had her prize. I traveled with him 3 times. Late at night, he said what he thought of Haven and the Rokaj. That is oddly specific. Traveled with him 3 times. So is it not Darmal? Game, I'm really not sure. Basically, it's, there have been so many instances of the game not being subtle about things whatsoever and spelling things out extremely explicitly. So I don't know how much of a mystery this is even supposed to be. How much trickery there might be going on. Anyway, traveled with him 3 times. Sure. Late at night, he said what he thought of Haven and the Rokaj. You knew a consort of the Queen, so you are of a high rank. You are of high rank. Well, maybe. But if Darmal actually came here alone and met someone and traveled with them, they might not have necessarily be what we consider high rank. Maybe just someone from his clan or someone he knew before he became consort, Could be anyone, really. If indeed it is a different person. I will grant that bit of cleverness. It is not important. Okay. How did he feel? He felt like one who saw the truth. Or is... hold on. I know. I said multiple times that I was not going to speculate, but I also said that if something occurs to me, I was going to say it. Is the wolf actually the missing Rasa Soharum? Maybe. Would that make sense? Soharum is missing. No one knows, or at least everyone pretends not to know, where or why they went. The wolf's men were trying to prevent me from reaching the Rasa, from meeting with the Rasa, because that would be catastrophic. The wolf has asked me several times explicitly to turn around and just leave, basically. But I keep insisting that I need to meet all the Rasas and need to reach every last remote corner of the rogue, and, I guess they could be one and the same. Again, we've never actually met the Rasa, so, this whole masking their face and true voice shouldn't matter. But it would make sense that a Rasa, high-ranking, even back then, would have known and traveled with the royal consort. I don't know. If there's something contradicting this theory, but so far it seems to make sense to me. I might be forgetting something, but yeah, okay. Anyway, how did he feel? He felt like one who saw the truth. Queen Sharyn was distracted. She looked down on us. She wanted to extract our wealth, our amber and quicksilver, our noblest of men. She said pretty words, and then she sent the corrupt and incompetent to lead us. Only here, late at night, was he free to say how hurt and angry he felt. You were lying. If he thought Haven was unjust, he wouldn't have tolerated it. I mean, maybe he tried to change things, but we haven't heard anything of the sort, have we? Well, actually, we've heard that while he was alive, he was, the Ro was doing better because I guess he was making his using his influence on the queen to, to make things better for his people. And after his death, the whole province has been neglected, and basically Haven's influence was reduced to just exploiting it as much as possible, without really caring for the people. So I guess in a way, he wasn't tolerating it while he was alive. He was doing things for his people, but then he died. Or did he? Well, maybe he really did die, if this is indeed not him, but I guess Suharam. Or maybe someone else, who knows. What did he think of your backward ways? My father loved us. So? Well, I mean, he probably did, let's assume he did, actually love the queen and his children, but that doesn't mean that he necessarily loved everything they did, right? That's not the same thing. He could have been very much unhappy with the way Haven treated its vassals and the Rokaj in particular. So that doesn't contradict each other. I don't know. The thing is, I would like to say all of these things, ask about all of these things, I guess. Well, it's not really questions, but, Well, there's one question. Okay, whatever. I'd like to pick all of these options, but I'm pretty sure the game is not going to allow me to pick all of them. What did he think of your backward ways? To him, they were just his ways. Some he approved of, some he didn't. He felt that the Rokaj should be free to decide for themselves. Well, my father loved us? He did. He also wanted you to grow up to be just and honorable. You're lying. If you thought Haven was unjust, he wouldn't have tolerated it. Let's say it. Okay, he did. Actually, let me say all the things. Darmal was a man of honor. He swore oaths to your mother and to Haven. He would never have broken them, no matter how much your queen's neglect hurt us, and him. Okay. If you say so. I don't know how much sense that makes. I mean, swearing an oath is one thing, but he still could have, tried to get the queen to change the way the vassalage was handled. Anyway, what do you want, Wolf? The time of challenge is coming soon, Atantuo. The time for your father's people to be free. Justice calls for it. Your blood calls for it. I'm not sure about that. Will you be of Haven or of the Rokaj? I'm gonna be somewhere in the middle, I guess. As I always am. I'm not my father, I will make my own decision. Well, yes. Obviously. More of Rokaj, more of Haven. I'm more tired of talking to you. Yeah, in a way, I guess. I'm not my father, I will make my own decision. Yeah. Understood. Then soon we will see. Okay, so that was not taking any kind of position or being particularly, I don't know, aggressive towards the wolf, I suppose. The hissing sound fades. You notice that there is no crackling sound this time. Cracking sound this time. Wolf is gone. No cracking sound? I guess last time there was? What's the particular meaning of that? Who knows? Anyway, Rieta, hey, here you are. I've been back to the palace. I spoke with my mother again. Rieta nods nervously. And how was she? Leave out no details. She seemed to be much improved. Everyone was in good spirits. She listens carefully. I see. I'm glad she seems better. Alas, this is not unusual. The disease sometimes slows for a bit, giving a blessed respite. Then the collapse continues. Enjoy the peace while you can, but don't have too much hope. Yeah, I mean, okay, I was wondering if they had, I don't know, given her some sort of drug that was, making her feel better momentarily, but ultimately speeding up her demise, or making things worse in the long term, or if it was just the disease, momentarily, I don't know, seeming to get better. But yeah, obviously, I never expected that the queen would actually be fine again. Thank you. If you speak of this to anyone, you will be punished. Needless to say, I guess. I'm very grateful for this scrap of honesty. I wish I could give better news, but I'm sworn to honesty. I wish your family the best. Okay. Anything else I can find for you? Well, this is an embarrassing request. I'm slightly ashamed to give it, yet you're the only person I know. Wait, a package of herbs. Oh, that's still the same quest, never mind. Right, I forgot that she was actually the same person we had this this quest from, right? Yes. Right. For that we need to go to Absalom. Okay, well, that quest is complete. Not much of a quest, I guess. Really didn't learn anything new there. Yes, the queen seems to be doing better, but it's not gonna last. And ultimately she is gonna die, I guess. That's what it's gonna come down to. Whether that's gonna happen within this game or, you know, before the game is over, basically, or maybe during the ending scene. Or in between games before Queen's Wish 3, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, for now, let's travel back up here and maybe just finish off mapping out the rest of this place. There shouldn't be a whole lot of landmass to cover, right? Yeah, pretty much only a relatively narrow strip of land here. We do have something down this way. Oh, another stone circle with more spirits. Talk to them? Nothing. Okay, so we got 3 of those total. Got something here? Nope. Haven's highest, most remote fort in the Rokaj, Glacier Keep, comes into view in front of you. Its crumbling walls and shoddy buildings are huddled on the east shore of an icy, swift-flowing river. Only a few guards are visible, and those are peering out of the gates. The tents outside the fort are empty. However, these are in good condition. They have been put up only recently. You also see piles of fresh supplies outside the gates. The fort is neglected, but not forgotten. Someone is quietly paying attention to it. With your help, it might be restored. It will be. In due time. That was close. Didn't expect those wolves to make such a beeline toward me. Got some ice snakes as well. Obviously, we're not going to enter the fort quite yet. We'll wait until we actually need to rest. Okay, the snakes are... Oh, patrolling around here. That's fine, I guess. Great ice serpent. Sure. Well, getting almost all of them is good enough. Unfortunately, these ice serpents are not especially, you know, weak to fire damage, because no enemies ever are. Ah. They do have a frost breath attack. That was not a very heavy hit at all. 86 with the brutal blow. Yeah, I don't know. 55? I mean, that seems normal. Critical for only just over 100. It almost feels like something's going on that I'm missing. 57? Isn't that like really low compared to what I have been doing? I cannot look at inventory. $32. Huh. I suppose, okay, his physical damage being lower makes sense, because I did remove all of his extra physical damage bonuses, I suppose, and replace them with magical. So, yeah, that makes sense. 44 to 88. He has this steel broadblade, also relatively recently upgraded. Plus, he actually should deal more physical damage now. I don't know, the numbers look fine on paper. It just feels like... I mean, I haven't been playing for a few days, I guess. Maybe it's just... Maybe I just forgot how things felt, and I just seem to think for some reason that I should be dealing more damage, but, well, I don't know. You find an abandoned wagon. The caravan got caught in a surprise snowstorm, and this cart got separated from the main group. You find no signs of the merchants who owned it. You do find a crate of supplies under a thick layer of snow. Inside, you find a large ceramic flask. Ceramic flask. More clarity brew. Okay. And no more enemies. What is this? This looks special. Land of the Ice Worms. Ah, okay. You find a high, narrow valley that is actually sheltered from the worst of the wind and snow. Some plants manage to survive up here, forming patches of tundra and a small expanse of forest. There are several clan houses on the other side of the woods. Smoke from cookfires rises from the chimneys. They surround a small, productive mine. That's so. Okay, Pit of the Ice Worm. The Ice Worm. Maybe we found where the dragon of the game is, huh? Okay. Well, we don't need to enter that quite yet. I guess next time we're actually going to head into Atsalam. Right, just making sure. Okay, so we only really found 2 new locations, the White Crypts and the Pit of the Ice Worm. Obviously we knew about the Ice Gate, which is just the fortress preventing us from entering the Aram Peaks, which we'll have to do eventually. And, well, we knew about the other side of the Laracon Ruins as well. And that also turned out to be, you know, a pretty short dungeon, or short mission, I guess. Opening up that passage. So yeah, not really that much to find. Mostly empty, this place, as advertised, I guess. Right. Yeah, next time, Atsalam, pick up some quests, maybe the one with where we're supposed to visit those 3 stone circles with shades standing in them. And, yeah, well, no point in speculating, I guess, what we're gonna find. We're gonna find something. Probably not the Rasa here, as I initially expected. But the game kind of gave that away. And also the Rasa might actually be the wolf, of course, as I've come to realize. So we'll see how that turns out. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.